Alright, so Avengers just came out, and a couple people have been asking me what I felt about it because I saw it opening night. And I'm just going to make this video about it so I can just answer everybody's question all at once. And it was pretty good. It was a pretty good movie, filled with action, all kinds of just roller coaster ride elements about it that just really made it a fun watch. But I'm not one of those people that's saying it's the best superhero movie ever, and that's because when I go for what I consider to be the best movies ever, I usually go for some movies that have very thick plots, good character development, things that really made it seem like there was more time put into writing than the production of it. And there was definitely more time put into the production of Avengers than there was the writing. People say that it wasn't supposed to be that kind of movie, and you're right. But it doesn't change the fact that I like movies like The Dark Knight better than I like spectacle movies like Avengers. Now, when it comes to spectacle movies, Avengers is probably one of the best ones I've seen, flat out. I liken it a lot to, a lot of people are comparing it to Michael Bay movies done right. And I'm actually comparing it to Advent Children done right, because it takes these characters that you're very, very familiar with and puts them in a very action-heavy setting. And neither of them are unfamiliar. Neither of the sets of characters are unfamiliar with action. But you have, in the beginning, a loose setup for a plot that is really a means to the ends for the action. And about 75% of the movie comprises action. Whereas I feel that Advent Children was a huge misstep in how to make a movie like that. Avengers is it when it comes to how you make a spectacle movie. And the main reason for that is because it plays off of its characters very, very well. Which is something that Advent Children and Michael Bay movies don't do. With Michael Bay, you know, he tries to do forced, sexual or drug humor in between the action. The action has no emotion going into it. Granted, there was really no emotion going into the action for Avengers either. It was just like, hey, there's a bad guy, let's go kick his ass. But Advent Children didn't really play with its characters as much as I would have liked. I mean, it was more or less, Advent Children was like, hey, look, here's Cloud, you haven't seen Cloud in a while. Oh, look, here's Kate Sith, you haven't seen him in a while. And, oh, here's Yuffie, you haven't seen her in a while. And here's Eris, you thought she was dead, but hey, she's in this movie. And oh, guess what, you like Sephiroth? Here's Sephiroth. That's it, whereas Avengers really had fun with its characters. It really knew who its characters were and played into them very, very well. Try not to give away spoilers, but Hulk really has the best moments in the movie. It's between Hulk and Iron Man, and that's where one of my personal gripes comes in, because I'm more of a Captain America guy. Between the four main superheroes that had movies going into this, I'm really more of a Captain America guy. And he has his fair share in the movie, but he's definitely not the main character, even though he should be, because he's the leader. The main character is very much Iron Man. Behind him, Hulk gets a good amount of screen time and a lot of the best moments in the movie. And probably the best moment in the movie, too. But I don't want to give anything away for people who haven't seen it. But yeah, I mean, Joss Whedon just knew how to play these characters off of each other very, very well in a way that the writers for Transformers or Advent Children really didn't. They just, it's like, here's non-stop mind-numbing action that really doesn't feel, it doesn't feel fulfilling, whereas this felt like, these characters from the comic book coming to life and saving the world, and it was a lot of fun. And when I say they knew how to play off of each other, knew how to write the characters to play off of each other, you'll see it. But bottom line is, it was a great movie. It was a lot of fun. Is it better than The Dark Knight? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Is it going to be better than Dark Knight Rises? Time will tell. But it was a lot of fun. It was a very fun movie, and I suggest it to anybody out there that just wants to have a good roller coaster ride.